So today, we're going to talk about the unique feeling of a Sunday. We'll look at how a few simple, psychologically backed rituals can actually transform it, from a day of quiet dread into a source of deep restoration for the week ahead.
You know the feeling, right? The day itself can feel slower, but your mind is just racing, getting ready for the week to come. We're going to unpack exactly why that happens and what you can do about it.
So here's our roadmap. We'll start by really understanding Sunday's unique pressure. Then we'll explore some rituals for our inner world and our nervous system. From there, we'll look at how to prepare for a gentler week. And finally, we're going to reframe this whole idea because it's really not about productivity.
So why does Sunday feel this way? Well, it's because how you spend this one day can really set your emotional baseline for the entire week. It's a transition day, and our minds tend to fill that space with a lot of anticipation.
Yeah, this is that mental clutter we all know so well. It's your brain trying to get a head start, but instead of actually helping, it just creates this low hum of anxiety in the background. But there are ways to quiet that noise.
So let's get into our first set of rituals. These are all about managing what's happening inside your head. And this isn't about ignoring your thoughts or pushing them away. It's about giving them a proper place.
The two most powerful rituals for your inner world are 1. Creating a sense of closure, and 2. Practicing a very specific kind of self-reflection. Let's break down that first one.
There's this psychological principle. It's called the Zeigarnik effect, and it basically explains why you can't stop thinking about that email you need to send or that one task you didn't finish. Your brain is essentially flagging it as still open, and it just won't let it go.
So the solution is really simple, but it's also incredibly profound. Just by writing down what needs to be done, you're signaling to your brain that the task is captured, that it can be released for now. It's this tiny external action that creates such a powerful internal shift.
Now, the second ritual is reflection. But there's a crucial difference here. This isn't about listing all the ways you fell short or beating yourself up. It's just about gentle curiosity. The goal is simply to understand, not to judge.
So take a moment to think about this first question. What activities, what conversations, or environments just left you feeling completely depleted this week? And now, let's look at the opposite. Where did your energy come from? What were the moments that made you feel alive or engaged or just fulfilled? And finally, this question connects you back to your authentic self. When did you feel most at ease, most genuine? The answers to these questions are like your personal roadmap for protecting your energy in the week to come.
Okay, now let's see how this all builds as we move from our inner world out to our physical one. Resetting your mind is powerful, for sure, but it's just as important to calm your body and your space.
These two rituals really work together. By intentionally slowing down, you give your body a real chance to recover. And by clearing your space, you give your mind a chance to do the exact same thing.
You know, after a week of constant stimulation, all the notifications, the demands, the noise, your nervous system is often just stuck in a high alert state. Intentional calm is the signal it desperately needs to downshift into that rest and repair mode. This really shows the power of doing nothing. These moments that might look unproductive are actually doing deep biological work. They're allowing your entire system to rebalance itself. This is such a simple truth, isn't it? Clutter isn't just physical, it's mental. Every object in your space is competing for a tiny bit of your attention. So clearing your desk or your room, it's not just cleaning. You're literally reducing the cognitive load on your brain. Our final set of rituals is all about looking ahead. These are small, proactive steps you can take on Sunday that will make Monday and the rest of your week feel so much more manageable and less overwhelming. We'll touch on 3 key actions here: preparing practical things for your future self, reconnecting with your why, and protecting the foundation of all well-being, your sleep. You know, when you do small things like prep a meal for tomorrow or pick out your clothes, you're doing more than just saving time. You're reinforcing this belief that you actually have agency over your life, and that feeling of control is an incredibly powerful antidote to anxiety. On Sunday, taking even just a few minutes to do something that feels genuinely meaningful, like calling a loved one or reading something that inspires you, it refills your emotional reserves. It connects your daily tasks to a much larger sense of purpose. Now, this is really crucial to understand. None of this is about cramming more tasks into your weekend. This is not another to-do list designed to make you more productive. The goal here is something entirely different. This is the key takeaway.
In a culture that's so obsessed with speed and output, choosing to slow down is a radical act of self-care. It's not emptiness, it's replenishment.
And ultimately, that's what this whole practice is about. It's a weekly lesson for your mind and for your body. You are creating a new default, teaching yourself that calm can be the starting point, not something you have to chase all week long.
If you enjoyed exploring the psychology behind our weekly rhythms, consider subscribing, because the more you understand the mind, the more you understand yourself.